is Dante Denson, and I am interviewing Erin Howard and Marsha Denson.
My name is Marsha Denson. I am a housekeeper at the Quality Inn in Tifton, Georgia. I am presently attending Moultrie Technical College in the Green Tip program, majoring in home energy assessment analysis.
My name is Erin Howard. I'm 19, graduated high school in 2010, and I'm currently, might want us to go ahead and say sophomore at Full Sail University.
When approaching a final exam, how do you set study goals, and what would they be?
Well, mostly for myself, I only have one study goal, which is to make sure that I understand the context as fully as I can. And I set that study goal mostly just by sitting down and reading all my notes, reading all the text from the textbook, and any PowerPoints the teachers might have given us, and basically just reading over everything that they taught us in lecture.
So that's your main goal?
That is my main goal, to understand everything that I was taught in the lecture.
Okay, how would you enforce that? How would you keep yourself on track?
Keeping myself on track, basically just get out of my living room, which is where all my stuff, where all the entertainment stuff is. Sit down somewhere in my bedroom or outside on my patio and just relieve myself of all distractions and just focus on one thing, which is studying.
When approaching the final exam, I would study or plan ahead, study by sections and chapters and not all at one time. Interact in study groups, highlight important facts and make cards, flashcards, and take notes.
When studying the content, we face a lot of distractions. What are some of the distractions that you face, and how do you avoid them?
What types of distractions? Well, for me, there's actually a lot of them. My television, especially, Twitter, Facebook, my Xbox is kind of my second best friend, and my phone. Oh, my phone. That's a major distraction. So basically, to avoid them, I leave them behind. I don't sit in the living room when I study. I don't leave my phone on the charger in my bedroom when I'm studying. I don't touch it when I'm studying. When I'm studying, I just leave everything alone. I don't touch anything until I know I have the content down pat.
The main distractions that I face when studying are the phone and television. Basically, what I would do is move to a quieter area or even go to the library.
Okay, you studied for hours and hours. How would you remember what you just studied?
I'm actually when it comes down to studying, I'm actually good at remembering things, especially on tests, multiple choice tests especially. When I read the question, my mind instantly says, hey, you studied this. And it's like, oh, okay, then I know the answer. But from big major tests like final exams, I like to go over what I studied in my head, making sure that I know all the dates and everything, especially like right before the tests. I'm like, okay, this happened in this date or things like that. I just make sure that I have everything in my head. It's kind of like a mind map. I just think of a question that I studied about and I answer it in my head. Or pre-tests work a lot as well. I do pre-tests on almost every test. Almost any test I study for. Especially the pre-tests in the back of the book, and those are like my best friend. Make sure that I answer those questions. And if I don't know the question exactly, I just just turn back in the book, make sure I understand it.
Basically, how I would remember or detain what I studied is by rereading my notes, quizzing myself, having a study buddy to review with.
I came to win, to fight, to conquer, to thrive. I came to win, to survive, to prosper, to to write.